I've described this whole meme stock phenomenon as riding a tiger by the tail. I'm not the tiger, I'm on the tail, and I'm holding on for dear life.
Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC Entertainment and the unlikely hero of the movement.
I couldn't have imagined any of this. Any of this. We had no idea that we were almost going to run out of cash 5 different times in 2020. A big multinational company, $5 billion plus in revenue. All of a sudden, we had no revenue at all, just overnight, gone.
But AMC managed to survive thanks to a digital uprising that actually started back in January when members of Reddit's Wall Street Bet started chatting about the short interest in GameStop hitting 138%, meaning more shares of the stock were being shorted than were available to trade. Despite the distrust many apes have of mainstream media, 2 of the most well-known apes on YouTube agreed to speak with me. 23-year-old Trey Collins is arriving home from his day job. He lives a few hours west of Oklahoma City with his cat, Titan. He's agreed to let our camera crew into his home and to sit down for an interview with me remotely. So Trey, where are you? You're in Lawton, Oklahoma?
Yeah, I'm living out in Lawton, Oklahoma right now. I came out here for military training. That's about as much as I can say. Unfortunately, I can't talk too much about my job.
But he can talk about his YouTube channel.
I wake up every morning at about 4:30, do my daily scans on the computer to see what's going on in the stock market, any broad finance news, make a video, go to formation, come back, do some more reading, go to work from 9 till about 5, make a video, and then I hang out with my cat for a while and do it again the next day.
The death of George Floyd after a white police officer knelt on his neck for nearly 9 minutes was caught on camera by not one but several witnesses as they begged officers to let Floyd up. The footage, following so many incidents of systemic racism and police brutality filmed in recent years, ignited protests around the world.
It's time for us to stand up in George's name and say, get your knee off our necks.
To have our dear brother George Floyd's murder televised, no one in their right mind, regardless of their ethnic identity, could deny that. So that's where surveillance works in our favor. That our people knew to survey, they knew to bear witness, they knew to record, because no one would ever believe them if they told their story.
People are lying and crying, denying that's the way it goes. But don't come crying to me, denying all the lies that you told. Pictures hanging crookedly, showing off the family tree. Apples are a falling, rolling far. At least we're trying. But deep roots hold on tight, put up a fight. Whoa, whoa, yesterday.
CNBC spoke to drivers and experts about the recent driver shortage and how that's affecting the companies as they attempt to reach and sustain profitability. Here's a look.
For those who are still making a living, or at least trying to, from ride-sharing platforms, the companies are not offering enough.
Don't be scared, guys. You scared?
We pay your salary,
You know we're all drivers, right? You know we're all drivers, right?
60 cents a mile driving around, it's not an adequate rate. You know, at $1 to $1.50 per mile, I would say, you know, people would be content.
There are some transparency issues as well in terms of how much drivers are actually earning and in which markets and where there is that imbalance.
That full piece fronted by digital video producer Dain Evans, and you see Dee Bosa in there too.